Hey, hello crafting buddies. Wilma, Ermelo, the Netherlands. It's Saturday the 16th and this will be about snippet rolls. To be quite honest, until recently I'd never heard of the thing, but I'm a fan. Whoa. I see so many different ones. Paper, very neat ones that I wouldn't cut up for the world. Well, mine are made for cutting up, and that is Andrea Allen's Artymaze's influence, because I want to use them in journals or on any project that I do. And I'm going to tell you what I did. I think it is such fun. Maybe I can influence one or two of you. First, the situation here in the Netherlands, our lockdown has been prolonged. It would end today, or no, on the 19th. Now it's continuing until into February. And I'm trying to set my mind to other things, as probably you do as much as you can. First of all, I put my my cotton thread for my sewing machine in here to show you the ones that I like most. You see they are earth tones and there's gold here. This is very light cream ivory, but this is the one I use most in my crafting projects. I do use black as well, but usually I find that very hard, harsh. Dark brown, this medium brown. Look, and this one. And for Christmas I used red, which seems to have gone away. But that was dark red, Christmas red, obvious. I think you can imagine what that looks like. Now, what do I want to show you? For the most part, I'm not a girl who likes or who used to like pink a lot. And so I'm not a pink woman, but somehow in crafting it is a nice color, and I'm getting more romantic by the year. Mind you, in 2 weeks' time I'll be 64. So I want you to have a look. Look, these are wooden buttons. I sewed buttons on. I used all sorts of scraps. This one is made of paper. So there's a paper background. And, well, I just used up all the little bits and bobs that were in the way. I think this was the first one. Okay, let's have a look at another one. Here, this is also on paper, so I'll put that away. Next step, I developed, you see, I used cotton. This is about, well, let's say 2.5, 3 inches wide. And that is, we call it unbleached cotton. You call it muslin or something. So that gave myself a bit more space. And you see, again, I used pink and dark red, but earth tones mostly. And look, I came across this gold stuff that was somewhere in a second-hand shop, a girl's skirt, and I bet that was for some kind of musical or performance on stage, because it looked a bit over the top, but it's just right for crafting, I think. Look, there's some colors in between. I found these heart-shaped buttons. I bought them from AliExpress in China. And I also put, look, I put these, I cut these flowers, and they were plastic bags. I cut them off, and then I used some glue and a few stitches to, because I don't want them to come off with the glue, you see. Now, So this one, look at the back, I used a zigzag stitch through the middle. Well, not really the middle, but you know, I try to hit the things that I think are important to put down. And at the sides, I used an ordinary straight stitch. So my snippet roll. Now, what do you do with a snippet roll? This is all Andrea Allen, and she cuts them, just cuts them into smaller pieces, uses those as belly bands or tucks, or even at the top of a tag as decoration. Look, this is nice as well. Well, this is kind of stuff that's like a ribbon. I cut that, and this is with a bit of glitter. So this was, and so this is the oh look, I found the red. Shh, don't tell anybody. And so I decided to get one color, a different color, leaving out the pink and getting to the earth tones. And I used some orangey, sort of orange metallic-y thing. Look, this is apricot or peach color, this flower. And I must say, this is by far my favorite. I hope I'm not showing this too fast, but you start with this piece of cotton, which I ripped from a piece of cotton, and then you just, I choose things that I like that are leftovers, and I make sure they come back. You know, there's a repetition in certain fabrics, a repetition every so often. Look at this lovely butterfly. Again, that's made of wood. It's a button. It's a button with 2 holes in. I hope you can see. Let's see if I can get to the camera. So it's a button, you see. I like it. And this I took from a scarf. I went into a charity shop, a second-hand shop, and there was this green scarf which I wouldn't wear, but I bought it for all the lovely things that were on. Oh, this is one yellow button that I have with a flower. It looks like it's inside. These are wooden buttons. Well, you see the repetition is sometimes you see this. This is curtain fabric, like for curtains. And I bought little leftover stuff from a second-hand shop where they have them lying around for 50 cents. So that's why I really like the texture. This is the different textures of curtain, really. So I cut them up and I use them in my work. And this is upholstery, and this is some old-fashioned. Well, I hope you like the idea, and I'll down at the bottom under the video I will share a link to Andrea Allen's snippet roll making, because she shows how she makes them, and I more or less copied that. Some people start with double-sided tape. I preferred, no, I'm going to glue this on, so that's how I did it. And here's another pinkish lilac one. Now I got the hang of it. I should have quite a few now, and so I can continue making projects. There's one more different thing I would like to share. I also saw Andrea Allen make these lovely, well, you know, she uses leftover scraps, paper scraps, like these long things that, you know, you end up with when you have to cut your paper. And then I copied her. I stamped them with the help of these stamps. They are Stampers Anonymous, Tim Holtz, and the number is Field Notes CMS 396. It took me 6 months to get this. because they stopped making them for a while and they were not in stock, nowhere in the Netherlands, nowhere else. So I jumped for joy when sorry about the glare, because I'm in the conservatory. I heard that they were in, and I got them immediately. So I stamped all these leftovers and then used a jelly plate to color them. And now the next step is, you'll be interested to know, or not, but I'll tell you anyway. It's a bit of a silly mood. Now I use them to make all these little hangers, and these aren't finished yet. Yesterday I cut the corners and I did loads of things. I'm going to emboss some of them so they become like enamel a bit, you know, they have this coating. So here you go. I've been busy. This is mass making. I've been mass making.